let's talk about that.
What's happening, Eagles? I'm Colton Jewell.
And I'm Dave Boudart. You listen to another week of sports talk. And it's a big week in sports, especially because the Patriots lost, Colton.
Yep, yes they did. Losing to the Eagles. So
the Eagles scored 35 unanswered points on them. It was a great game. The Patriots did come back at the end, but they just couldn't overcome all the injuries. A lot of drop passes from those wide receivers, missing Julian Edelman and Gronk. And they're just really missing out on those receivers mainly, and some key pieces on defense.
Mm-hmm.
But the Eagles were firing from all spectrum of the game. They scored on a punt return, special teams, and even Sam Bradford threw a touchdown pass. Crazy stuff.
Wow. Crazy indeed. No, but it was a very good game. Amendola came in from his injury previous week, being main number one receiver with LaFell. But they're just missing out on Edelman and Gronk and some of the other injuries they have on the offensive side and defensive side. But this Patriots had a bunch of miscues on special teams, and the Eagles just took advantage of it.
Yeah, and LaFell is definitely struggling. He's had so many drop passes the last couple of weeks. I don't know. Belichick, they need Wes Welker back.
Yeah. But another great team that played this week is the Panthers, and they still stay undefeated.
Yeah, they beat the Saints 41-38. Great game.
It was a very good game.
Yeah, and Carolina's defense has actually been struggling a little bit the last couple of weeks, which is odd because in the beginning of the season, the offense was struggling and defense was getting them through games.
Like on the Thanksgiving game, they had back-to-back interceptions by Luke Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly.
Kuechly, there.
Kuechly.
Same
now
thing.
You're messing me up.
No, but Panthers' defense is pretty good. I know they've been struggling a little bit, but with their middle linebacker, Luke, being a really good defender, I feel like they should be fine the rest of the year. Right now, it's kind of struggling because when you hit the number 12 game and you're so undefeated, it's still
yeah, it's
scary.
just start to struggle in the last 4 games usually. And sometimes you want to take the starters out.
Yeah, the players
we'll see what they do.
Yeah, the players want to be the best they can be, and they're not playing as loose as they were at the beginning of the season. So.
Yeah, the Colts, they were 14-0 a couple of seasons ago, and they just decided to sit Peyton Manning. And they watched the last 2 games. And then the Patriots team from a couple of years ago with Randy Moss was the only team to go 16-0. And you saw how that turned out in the playoffs. They ended up losing.
Yeah, the freaking Giants, the wild cards. Yeah, but anyways, speaking of the Colts, they got schmuckled by the Steelers.
Yeah, Matt Hasselbeck has not been so great. And the rest of the team just isn't carrying them. Yeah,
I know. It's been unfortunate year for the Colts with Luck being out due to his injury, and then picking up veteran receiver Andre Johnson. He hasn't been doing as well as he usually has. So. Yeah,
and the Steelers have been playing tremendous. Antonio Brown is unbelievable. Yeah. Easily the best receiver in the league right now.
And we have Big Ben. He's pretty healthy. He's back. For now.
Finally healthy. And my fantasy team put up about 140 points, even though it doesn't matter. I'm not making the playoffs. Now let's go to some college football. The rankings haven't officially came out yet, but we can assume number 1's going to be Clemson, 2 Alabama, 3 Michigan, 3 and 4 is going to probably be Michigan State and Oklahoma. So what do you think about that?
I feel like it's a pretty good.
Our predictions were off from last week.
Just a tad. But
we had Stanford in, and they're number 5, so we weren't too far off.
The running back, Christian McCaffrey, broke out Barry Sanders' all-purpose yardage. So
I did hear about that. He's in the running for the Heisman, too. He might be a finalist. We'll see what happens.
That's pretty good for him. But in the rankings, Michigan State, they beat Iowa because I thought Iowa was going to beat them in the
it was 16-3. Great game. Michigan State running back scored a touchdown in the last couple of minutes to win the game.
And Iowa didn't have enough time to get the ball downfield.
Yeah, there's not an explosive offense. They're more the pound and grind offense, and they couldn't get the ball. Yeah, they couldn't get the ball in the end zone quick enough.
Yeah, that was a really good game, but I'm not surprised by the rankings. Clemson, Bama, Michigan State, and Oklahoma. So when it comes to January 1st, it's going to be a very good game.
What's your predictions for the playoffs?
So if they stay the same right now?
Yeah, we'll say Michigan State's at 3.
I feel like Clemson. I don't want Clemson to win because I'm kind of a Florida State fan, but I would like to see Oklahoma beat Clemson, and then they'll take on either. It's going to have to be Bama.
I'm going with Bama too.
The running back's amazing from Alabama. So probably Oklahoma versus Alabama, and then probably Alabama will win it all.
I have the exact same thing.
Yep.
I don't think Clemson has seen a team with the firepower as Oklahoma, and I don't think Michigan State can handle Alabama just at all phases of the game. Their defense is too good, too fast. Derrick Henry's too good, and then their quarterback's just game manager, as you might want to call him, but
Yes,
he does a great job at it. So
yeah. Well, that's it for this week, Eagles. I'm Colton Jewell.
And I'm Dave Bard. Have a great week.